Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to my channel. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about power and roots. Lesson number 2, power and roots. These are two important ideas in math, and the interesting thing is that they are actually connected to each other. Now, let's start with power. Power. What is power? 2 raised 5. This is a question. So, in this, 5 is the power. 5 is a power, which are also called exponents. Sometimes in math, we need to multiply the same numbers again and again. For example, 2 raised 5, it means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied 2 multiplied 2 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 times multiply. So, our answer will be 32. Our answer will be 32. There 2 is the base. 2 is the base. So, I again give you another example. Imagine you need to multiply 5 multiply 5, 5 multiply 5. Means you want to multiply 5 4 times. Writing it like this, take a lot of space, write. So mathematics invented a short way to write repeat multiplication. Instead of writing 5 multiplied by 5, 5 multiplied by 5, so we write as 5 to 4th power, just like this. In the expression, the number at the bottom is called the base. This number is called the base. And the small number at the top is called the exponent or power. The exponent tells us how many times the base is multiplied by itself. Means 5 multiply 4 times itself. So in the expression, we take another expression 2 power 3. The base is 2 and exponent is 3. The base is 2 and exponent is 3. That means we multiply 2 by itself 3 times. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. It will be 8. Answer will be 8. This answer 2, same answer. Because 2 multiplied by 3 times. 2 multiplied by 3 times. It means 2 multiplied by 3 times. So, I again repeat you, the exponent tell us how many times the base is multiplied by itself. Now, it's pretty simple, right? Let's look at an example as I again give you 2 multiplied by 5, 2 power 5, 2 multiply 2, 2 multiply 2, 2 multiply 2 means 2 multiply 5 times by itself. So, answer will be 32. So, the value of 2 power 5 will be 32. Now, before we move on, there are a few special exponent rules you should know. First, any number raised to the power of 1 equals the number itself. For example, if we take n power, there is an 8. We take n power 0. Then it will be 1. Then it will be 1. But if we take n power of 1, then it will be 8. Then it will be 8. Again, repeat you. For first, any number raised to the power of 1 equals the number itself. The raised power of 1 equals the number itself. Second, any non-zero number raised to the power of 0, raised to the power of 0 is equals to 1. And third, when a number has a negative exponent, the result become a fraction. For example, if there is 4 minus 2, then it meaning is 4 power 2, 1 by 16. So negative exponents simply move the number of denominators. All right, now that we understood the power, now I think you completely understand this. What is the power? Power means there is a base, and we call power as an exponent, and we multiply the base by itself at which time power tell us. So I think I explained you the power, in which you understand this completely. The power. What is the power? What is the power? I again explained you. These are two base, five exponents. I again repeat you. What is the exponent? Tell us how many times the base is multiplied by itself. So next we will do the roots. All right. Now that we understand the power, let's look about something called roots. About roots. Roots just like this. Roots are basically the opposite of power. It's opposite to power. Roots are just opposite to power. When we use power, we start with a number and multiply it several times. We start by this number and we multiply several times. Exponent tell us. This power tell us. Again repeat you, the what is the power? When we use power, we start with a number and multiply it several times. But when we use roots, well, what we will do? We will do the we start with the answer and try to figure out which number will multiply by itself to get the answer. Just like there is a 32. There is a 32. So in this root, what we will do, we figure out which number was multiplied by itself to get the answer. Just like this. Tell us. The most important root, is called square root. It is called square root, in which we use C root. You should think what number multiplied by itself equals the number inside the root. For example, there is the under root 144. To solve this, we ask what number what numbers time itself equals 144. So if we multiply 12, then it's 12 square. We cut it. Our answer will be 12. I hope you understand. So square root of 144 is 12. 144 is the 12. But most tests, including of the GD test, you usually only need the positive square root. Even though technically both positive and negative numbers can square to the same value. Now let's try another example. What is under root 90? What is under root 90? So we don't just like this. So what we will do is divide 9 multiply 9 is equal to 81. 9 multiplied 9 is equal to 81, and 10 multiplied by 10 is equal to 100. So 90 is between the 81 and 100. So that means under root 90 must be between 9 and 10. Using a calculator, we now use the calculator. Under root 90. Our answer will be 9.4868. 9.4868. And if we round about this value to nearest tenth, we get 9.5. Means it's between 81 to 100. It's between 81 to 100. Means it's between 9, 81 square, 9 square, 10 square. Means it's between 9 to 10. So our answer will be 9.5. And that's how we estimate the square root when the number is not a perfect square. Hit helpful tip. It's a great idea to memorize the square roots of numbers from 1 to 15 because they appear very often in math problems involving area, geometry, and right triangles. So remember, power tell us how many times to multiply a number by itself. How many times a multiply a number itself, just like this. Power tell us, I again repeat you, how many times to multiply a number by itself. By roots help work backward to find the original number. Work backward to find the original number. Work backward to find the original number. In the words, power and roots undo each other. They are opposite to each other. And once you understand this relationship, many math problems become much easier to solve. Now, thanks for watching this video. I will see you in the next lesson. Thank you.